Your soulmate is quietly watching you. Don't ignore this sign, don't scroll. Listen to this, because this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now more than you realize, especially if you've been feeling that strange awareness lately, that soft inner nudge that someone is thinking about you even when your phone is silent and your room is quiet. That feeling isn't random, it's spiritual recognition activating. It's the universe tapping you on the shoulder saying, pay attention, something is unfolding. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Your soulmate has been observing you from a distance, not in a physical way only, but energetically, emotionally, spiritually. They've been noticing your growth, your glow up, your healing, the way you've been choosing yourself after seasons of disappointment. And heaven allowed this quiet watching season because timing is sacred and alignment can't be rushed. Don't scroll, stay with me, because this message is for you. You didn't just stumble here, you were guided here, pulled here by divine timing to hear confirmation that what you've been sensing is real. You may have noticed repeating numbers lately, 11. 11 when you're deep in thought, 222 when you question connection, 333 when you feel emotional shifts, 444 when you need reassurance. Those aren't coincidences, those are angel numbers acting like spiritual breadcrumbs leading you closer to your soulmate's energy. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Your soulmate has been holding back not because they don't care, but because they care deeply. They don't want to approach you in half-healed energy, they don't want to bring confusion into your peace. They've been preparing themselves quietly, strengthening their emotional maturity, clearing old patterns, building courage, because they want to meet you at your level, not below it. Don't scroll, because this part is powerful. You've probably felt sudden waves of emotion lately, random memories, unexpected dreams, moments where your heart feels heavy and light at the same time. That's soul communication happening beyond words, that's energetic connection sinking in the background while the physical world catches up. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe placed you in this season of stillness for a reason, to teach you self-love, boundaries, emotional strength, to prepare you for a connection that doesn't drain you but supports you, and that preparation is almost complete. Don't scroll, because the quiet watching season is shifting. The energy is moving from observation into motion, from curiosity into courage, from distance into approach. Expect subtle signs first, profile views, indirect messages, unexpected encounters, conversations that seem accidental but are divinely timed. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may feel your intuition getting stronger lately, sensing when to pause, when to trust, when to let go, when to open up. That's because your spiritual awareness is awakening, making space for soulmate-level connection instead of surface-level attraction. Don't scroll, stay present, because there's a reason you've been feeling different lately, more selective with your energy, less interested in shallow connections, craving depth instead of distraction. That's alignment energy preparing you to recognize the right person when they finally step forward. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Your soulmate can feel when you're emotionally open. They can sense when you stop expecting disappointment and start expecting alignment. Your vibration sends them a signal when it's safe to approach, when your heart is ready to receive instead of defend. Don't scroll, because this is important. Heaven revealed that the delay wasn't denial, it was protection, protecting you from meeting too early, from connecting before both of you were ready, from repeating cycles that would have broken the bond instead of building it. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. There is a reveal coming. A moment when the quiet watching turns into real movement, when hidden feelings surface, when distance starts closing, and when that moment happens, it won't feel shocking, it will feel familiar, like recognition, like déjà vu, like finally understanding why your heart kept sensing something was coming. Don't scroll, because here's the cliffhanger. There's a choice approaching too, a moment where you'll either open your heart with faith or pull back because of old fear, and the universe is watching how you respond. Because your response activates the next phase of this connection. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You don't have to chase, you don't have to force, you don't have to prove your worth, you only need to stay aligned, emotionally available, and spiritually open, because your soulmate is already moving closer than you think, quietly, intentionally, guided by divine timing. And the fact that you're still listening right now is confirmation that this message found you exactly when it was meant to, so don't ignore this sign, don't dismiss this feeling, don't doubt this moment, because your love story is shifting, and part 2 reveals what happens when your soulmate finally steps out of the shadows and into your reality. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Don't scroll. Stay right here, because what you're about to hear connects directly to the energy that's been building around you, and if you're still listening, it means your awareness is opening to the next layer of what's unfolding, and this message is for you. Especially if you've been feeling emotionally alert lately, noticing subtle shifts in your mood, your thoughts, and the way you respond to people. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The quiet watching phase isn't passive, it's preparation. Both of you have been growing in parallel without even realizing it, learning lessons, releasing old patterns, strengthening emotional maturity, and the universe arranged this distance so that when connection happens, it doesn't collapse under unresolved baggage. Don't scroll, because this part matters deeply. You may have noticed your tolerance for shallow energy decreasing, your patience for emotional games fading, your desire for authenticity increasing, and that shift is aligning you with someone who wants depth, not distraction. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. Your soulmate has been noticing these changes too, sensing your growth even without direct contact, feeling drawn to your energy because it carries calm, strength, and clarity, and that pull is becoming stronger as alignment deepens. Don't scroll, stay with me, because the universe is also preparing the timing externally, creating circumstances that allow paths to cross naturally. Whether through shared spaces, mutual connections, or unexpected digital interactions, and these moments will feel effortless instead of forced. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may also experience emotional echoes, moments where you suddenly think about this person without knowing why, feel an urge to reach out, or sense their presence in your awareness. And that's energetic resonance happening between two connected souls. Don't scroll, because this stage is also teaching you discernment, helping you recognize which connections drain you and which ones uplift you, and that awareness protects your energy, ensuring that when your soulmate steps forward, you're ready to receive them without confusion. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe is also refining your emotional boundaries, showing you how to protect your peace while staying open to love. And that balance is essential for a healthy partnership. Don't scroll, stay present, because another shift happening is your growing self-trust. You're learning to listen to your intuition instead of constantly seeking external validation, and that inner confidence is magnetic, drawing in someone who respects your independence. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may also notice subtle signs appearing around you, repeating numbers during moments of reflection, symbolic reminders of connection, or synchronicities that reflect your emotional journey, and these signs serve as confirmations that alignment is active. Don't scroll, because this phase also brings emotional readiness, helping you release fear of vulnerability, allowing you to open your heart without feeling exposed or unsafe. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe is encouraging you to let go of outdated emotional armor, the defenses you built to survive past heartbreak, and replace them with healthy boundaries that allow closeness without self-sacrifice. Don't scroll. Stay here, because your soulmate can sense when this shift happens. They feel when your energy softens, when your heart becomes receptive, and that's often the moment they find the courage to move closer. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. There's also an important lesson in patience unfolding, not passive waiting, but active presence, staying grounded in the now while trusting that what's meant for you is moving toward you at the right pace. Don't scroll, because the universe is also aligning emotional timing, ensuring both of you reach readiness simultaneously, so neither person feels overwhelmed or unprepared when connection happens. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. This preparation phase is shaping not just the beginning of your connection, but the foundation of what it can become, teaching you how to communicate, how to listen, how to show up emotionally, and how to choose healthy dynamics over familiar chaos. Don't scroll, stay present, because here's the deeper truth, the quiet watching phase is ending not because time passed, but because growth happened, healing happened, awareness happened, and now alignment is becoming visible. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The next stage involves movement, action, and visible signs of interest, and part 3 will reveal exactly how to recognize when your soulmate is about to step forward. And the signals may already be appearing around you. Don't scroll. Stay with this moment, because what you're about to hear is meant to sharpen your awareness, and if you're still listening, it's because something inside you already feels the shift approaching, and this message is for you, especially if you've noticed strange little patterns lately that seem too meaningful to ignore. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. When your soulmate is getting ready to step forward, the universe starts sending clearer signals, not loud announcements, but precise nudges that line up again and again until you finally recognize the pattern. One of the first signs is sudden emotional clarity, moments where your thoughts about love become calmer, more focused, less scattered, and that clarity is preparing your heart to recognize the right energy instead of chasing the wrong one. Don't scroll, because this part matters deeply. Another sign is repeated symbolic encounters. You may keep hearing the same name, seeing the same initials, noticing the same type of car, number, or location connected to someone from your past or someone new entering your awareness, and those repetitions are alignment markers, letting you know timing is tightening. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may also experience heightened sensitivity to energy, picking up on emotional shifts in others, feeling moods change without explanation, sensing when something is about to happen before it does, and that awareness is your intuition waking up to guide you through this transition. Don't scroll, stay with me, because the universe also uses dreams during this phase, not always literal scenes, but symbolic messages about connection, movement, doors opening, reunions, or shared journeys, and when you wake up with strong emotion attached to those dreams, that's your subconscious preparing for what's approaching. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Another indicator is the sudden appearance of opportunities that place you in new environments, invitations you almost decline, schedule changes that feel inconvenient at first, spontaneous decisions that lead you into unfamiliar spaces, and these moments aren't random, they're positioning you closer to alignment. Don't scroll, because this stage also brings internal restlessness paired with excitement, a feeling that staying exactly where you are emotionally is no longer comfortable. Yet moving forward feels promising, and that tension signals growth trying to break through. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may notice your standards rising naturally, not out of ego, but from self-respect, choosing healthier conversations, more supportive people, stronger emotional boundaries, and that shift filters your environment so the right connection can enter without interference. Don't scroll, stay present, because the universe is also sending signs through timing patterns. You may repeatedly check the clock at the same minute, receive messages at meaningful moments, or notice sequences like 1212, 1010, or 717 appearing when you're reflecting on relationships, and those patterns serve as confirmation that alignment is unfolding step by step. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Another signal is your changing reaction to solitude. Instead of feeling empty when alone, you begin feeling grounded, reflective, and centered, and that inner stability creates emotional space for partnership energy to grow without dependency. Don't scroll, because this stage also strengthens your voice. You may feel more confident expressing thoughts, setting boundaries, or speaking your truth without fear of being misunderstood, and that communication readiness is essential for what's coming next. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may also notice emotional triggers losing power, situations that once caused jealousy, insecurity, or overthinking now feel easier to manage, and that emotional regulation shows you're stepping into maturity. Don't scroll, stay here, because the universe is also preparing your soulmate in parallel. Even if you can't see it, they're experiencing their own awakenings, realizations, and emotional shifts, and that synchronized growth is what allows both of you to move toward each other at the same time. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Another sign appears through conversations with others. People randomly talking about relationships, timing, destiny, or soul connections around you, and those conversations act as external mirrors reflecting what's happening internally. Don't scroll, because this stage is also marked by a quiet sense of knowing, a feeling that something meaningful is approaching without needing proof, and that inner certainty grows stronger the closer alignment becomes. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may also feel drawn to clean your space, organize your life, remove emotional clutter, or simplify routines, and that physical preparation mirrors spiritual readiness. Don't scroll, stay present, because the universe often clears space before introducing something new, both internally and externally. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. All these signs aren't meant to overwhelm you, they're meant to wake you up gently, helping you recognize when your soulmate's energy is moving closer to your reality. Don't scroll, because here's the deeper truth, awareness activates alignment faster. When you become conscious of these signals, you begin cooperating with divine timing instead of resisting it. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The next phase involves direct movement, visible interest, and unmistakable shifts in behavior, and part 4 will reveal how to respond when your soulmate finally makes that first real step toward you, and that moment may arrive sooner than you expect. Don't scroll. Hold your attention right here, because this phase is where awareness turns into action, and if you're still listening, it means your inner guidance is preparing you for a moment that requires emotional presence, clarity, and courage, and this message is for you, especially if you've been sensing that something is about to shift from subtle energy into real-world movement. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. When your soulmate finally steps forward, it won't always be dramatic or obvious at first. It may come through a small gesture, a message that feels different than before, an unexpected invitation, or a conversation that suddenly goes deeper than anything you've shared previously, and the key is not the size of the action but the intention behind it. Don't scroll, because this part matters deeply. You'll recognize this moment by the emotional tone. There will be sincerity instead of surface-level talk, curiosity instead of distraction, presence instead of inconsistency, and your intuition will quietly whisper, "Pay attention, listen to this, your heart needs this right now." Your response in this moment sets the direction of the entire connection, not through perfection, but through authenticity, showing up as your real self instead of hiding behind past defenses. Don't scroll, stay with me, because the universe is guiding you to respond with grounded confidence. Not overexcitement, not fear-based withdrawal, but calm openness, allowing connection to develop naturally without rushing or resisting. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may feel the urge to protect your heart by staying guarded, especially if you've been hurt before, but this stage asks you to choose discernment over walls, awareness over avoidance, letting someone get closer while maintaining healthy boundaries. Don't scroll, because this is where emotional maturity becomes essential. Listening more than reacting, expressing yourself clearly instead of assuming, and asking questions with curiosity instead of suspicion. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe is also encouraging you to observe actions more than words. Consistency, effort, reliability, and follow-through will reveal more truth than promises ever could. Don't scroll, stay present, because another part of this phase involves timing awareness, knowing when to lean in and when to pause, allowing space for connection to grow without pressure, and trusting that not every step needs to happen immediately. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may also notice emotional alignment strengthening during this period, conversations flowing easier, laughter coming naturally, silence feeling comfortable instead of awkward, and that ease is a sign of genuine compatibility. Don't scroll, because this stage also tests your ability to communicate boundaries with compassion, sharing your needs without guilt, expressing expectations without fear, and honoring your values without compromise. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe is guiding you to balance openness with self-respect, allowing connection while protecting your peace, and that balance creates stability instead of emotional chaos. Don't scroll, stay here, because this phase also brings moments of vulnerability, where deeper feelings surface, where honesty becomes necessary, and where emotional courage is required to speak your truth gently but clearly. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may feel nervous energy when this happens, not anxiety, but anticipation, the kind that comes when something meaningful is unfolding, and that feeling is your confirmation that alignment is active. Don't scroll, because the universe is also watching how you handle uncertainty during this stage, whether you remain patient, grounded, and trusting, or fall back into overthinking and fear-based behavior. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Your ability to stay emotionally steady during this phase influences how smoothly the connection continues to develop. Don't scroll, stay present, because there's another layer unfolding, and it's about self-trust, trusting your instincts when something feels right, honoring your inner voice when something feels off, and allowing that guidance to shape your decisions. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe is not asking you to abandon logic, it's asking you to integrate intuition with awareness, creating balanced decision-making rooted in emotional intelligence. Don't scroll, because this stage also prepares you for deeper commitment energy, teaching you how to handle closeness without losing individuality, how to share space without sacrificing independence, and how to build connection without creating dependency. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. As this phase unfolds, you may notice your soulmate becoming more expressive, more intentional, more consistent, and those shifts are reflections of internal decisions being made on their side. Don't scroll, stay here, because here's the deeper truth. This moment isn't about impressing someone, it's about allowing authentic connection to unfold without masks, games, or emotional performance. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. When you respond with honesty, calm presence, and emotional awareness, the universe responds by opening the next door, moving the connection forward naturally. Don't scroll, stay present, because the next stage brings a noticeable change in energy, where intentions become clearer, direction becomes stronger, and the connection starts taking shape in real, tangible ways. And part 5 will reveal how this shift transforms both of you emotionally and energetically. And when it happens, you'll feel the difference immediately. Pause right here. Take a breath, because this stage carries transformation energy, and if you're still reading, it means your inner world is already adjusting to what's unfolding, and this message is for you, especially if you've felt a quiet shift in how you see yourself lately. Like confidence is replacing doubt and clarity is replacing confusion. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. The moment your soulmate begins moving closer, something powerful happens inside you first. Your identity starts upgrading, not in a dramatic way, but in a grounded, steady way that changes how you speak, how you carry yourself, how you respond to emotional situations. And that internal change sends a signal into the universe that you're ready for a deeper connection. You may notice yourself standing firmer in your values, no longer tolerating half-effort energy, no longer shrinking to make others comfortable. And that shift isn't arrogance, it's alignment, it's self-respect awakening. Stay with me, because this part is important. When your energy stabilizes like this, your soulmate feels it instantly, even from a distance. They sense the difference in how you show up, how you express yourself, how you move through life, and that awareness pulls them closer emotionally, not because of obsession, but because healthy energy recognizes healthy energy. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. Another sign of this phase is emotional independence growing stronger. You may realize you no longer feel empty when alone. You don't depend on constant attention to feel worthy. You're comfortable in your own presence, and that inner fullness creates space for partnership without attachment pressure, because true connection is built from wholeness, not neediness. Keep listening, because the universe is also refining your expectations, helping you release unrealistic fantasies about love and replacing them with grounded vision, one built on mutual effort, honesty, emotional safety, and shared growth. And that shift protects you from choosing intensity over compatibility. You may also feel drawn to upgrade your daily habits, cleaning your space, improving routines, nourishing your body, organizing your schedule, and that physical preparation mirrors emotional readiness, making room for someone new to step into your life naturally. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. Your communication style is changing too. You're becoming more intentional with words, more thoughtful with responses, less reactive, more aware of tone and timing, and those skills prepare you for deeper conversations that come with meaningful connection. Stay present, because this phase also strengthens your emotional resilience, the ability to stay calm during uncertainty, to respond thoughtfully instead of impulsively, to handle vulnerability without collapsing into fear. And that resilience makes you a safe emotional partner. Another sign of this transformation is discernment sharpening. You're more selective with who you allow close to your energy, choosing quality interactions over surface-level attention, protecting your peace instead of entertaining drama, and that protection keeps your emotional space clear for alignment. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe is also teaching you how to receive support, not just give it, allowing yourself to be cared for without guilt, letting others show up for you without feeling uncomfortable, and that openness is essential for balanced partnership, because love requires both giving and receiving. Keep going, because your soulmate is feeling this shift too. They're noticing your emotional stability, your grounded presence, your authentic energy, and it's encouraging them to step out of observation mode and into participation mode. You may notice their interest becoming more intentional, their communication more consistent, their actions more aligned with their words, and those changes are not accidental, they're responses to your internal transformation. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. This stage also brings emotional honesty. You may feel called to speak your truth more openly, to express needs clearly, to set boundaries with kindness instead of silence, and that honesty creates emotional safety, which is the foundation of any real connection. Stay here, because another layer unfolding is your relationship with fear, old anxieties about abandonment, rejection, or betrayal begin losing power, not disappearing instantly, but becoming quieter, less controlling, and that emotional freedom allows you to engage with connection without self-sabotage. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe is also strengthening your intuition during this phase, helping you sense what feels aligned and what doesn't, guiding your decisions with inner clarity rather than external pressure, and that intuitive awareness becomes a compass when important moments arise. Keep listening, because this stage prepares you to handle closeness without losing individuality, teaching you how to stay emotionally connected while maintaining personal identity, passions, and boundaries, and that balance prevents unhealthy dependency. Another sign of this transformation is gratitude increasing. You may notice yourself appreciating small moments, simple joys, quiet peace, and that appreciation raises your vibration, making you more receptive to positive experiences. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. This phase isn't about becoming perfect, it's about becoming present, aware, emotionally grounded, and authentic, and authenticity attracts authenticity. You don't have to perform, pretend, or prove your worth, you simply need to be real, and when you embody this version of yourself, your soulmate feels safer stepping closer. Because alignment creates trust. Stay with me, because here's the deeper truth, this transformation is happening now because the next phase requires emotional strength, clarity, and maturity, and the universe never introduces soulmate-level connection without preparing both hearts first. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You're not being changed to impress anyone, you're being refined to receive something meaningful without fear, and the more you lean into this growth, the more the connection begins shifting into something real, tangible, and emotionally grounded. Stay present, because the next stage reveals how this transformation triggers visible movement from your soulmate, actions that replace observation, effort that replaces hesitation, and direction that replaces uncertainty, and Part 6 will show you how to recognize that shift when it begins. And when it happens, you won't need validation, you'll feel it in your spirit instantly. Hold on. Stay with this moment, because momentum is beginning to move beneath the surface of your life, and if you're still here, it means your awareness is syncing with what's unfolding, and this message is for you, especially if you've felt a subtle sense of forward motion lately, like emotional doors that were once stuck are quietly opening. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. When internal alignment reaches this stage, The universe starts shifting external circumstances to match it. Not with chaos, not with force, but with natural flow. Conversations begin happening at the right time, opportunities appear without effort, and people start showing up differently than before. You may notice your soulmate becoming more present in your awareness, not just emotionally but physically, through increased interaction, more intentional communication, or small gestures that carry deeper meaning. And those changes are signs that observation is transforming into action. Stay with me. Because this part matters, you might feel inspired to prepare your life in practical ways, organizing your space, adjusting your routine, making healthier choices, creating emotional room for someone new to step closer, and that preparation isn't random, it's your spirit responding to incoming alignment. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Timing is synchronizing on both sides, schedules aligning, emotional readiness matching availability, and when this synchronization happens, connection feels effortless instead of strained. You may also sense a stronger pull to express yourself honestly, to share feelings with clarity rather than hesitation, to speak from the heart without overthinking every word, and that openness builds a bridge between two souls ready to meet in the middle. Keep listening, because the universe often confirms this phase with subtle signs, repeating sequences showing up at meaningful moments, chance encounters that feel purposeful, conversations that mirror your inner thoughts. And these moments aren't coincidences, they're alignment markers guiding you forward. Your heart needs this right now. Another shift happening is emotional harmony. You may notice conversations flowing more naturally, understanding deepening without constant explanation, and comfort increasing even during silence. And that ease is the foundation of lasting connection. Stay present, because this phase also requires grounding, not getting carried away by excitement or pulled down by fear, but staying centered, calm, and aware, because stable energy attracts stable outcomes. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe may test your patience during this time, presenting small challenges that check your emotional regulation, communication skills, and ability to stay balanced. And these tests aren't obstacles, they're preparation, strengthening your ability to navigate deeper partnership dynamics. Keep going, because momentum doesn't always feel dramatic. Sometimes it feels quiet but steady, like a current slowly carrying you forward, and that steady movement is often more powerful than sudden change. You may feel a growing sense of inevitability, like something is aligning whether you try to control it or not, and that feeling is your intuition recognizing divine timing in motion. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You might also notice meaningful coincidences increasing, hearing certain words repeated in different places, encountering symbols connected to connection and unity, or receiving messages at just the right moment. And these confirmations remind you that you're not walking this path alone. Stay here, because another part of this phase involves trust, trusting your inner guidance when it nudges you toward certain actions or away from distractions, trusting the process even when outcomes aren't fully visible yet, and trusting yourself to handle what's coming with maturity and grace. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. As this momentum builds, you may feel emotionally lighter, less burdened by past disappointment, more focused on possibility rather than loss, and that emotional freedom makes space for new experiences to enter your life. Keep listening, because this stage also strengthens your sense of direction. You may feel clearer about what you want, what you value, and what kind of connection aligns with your future, and that clarity helps guide your decisions without confusion. Your heart needs this right now. Another shift happening is increased awareness of energy exchange, noticing when interactions feel supportive and when they feel draining, choosing to invest your time and attention wisely, and that awareness protects your emotional space, allowing alignment to unfold without interference. Stay present, because as momentum increases, you may sense your soulmate responding in real time, becoming more consistent, more intentional, more expressive in ways that reflect inner decisions being made, and those responses are signs that alignment is becoming mutual. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. This phase isn't about rushing toward an outcome, it's about allowing movement to unfold naturally while staying emotionally prepared, grounded, and open, and when you stay in that balanced state, the universe can guide you more easily toward the next step. Keep going. Because here's the deeper truth, momentum doesn't begin when you force change, it begins when you align with growth, awareness, and emotional readiness, and you've been doing that work quietly for longer than you realize. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Everything shifting around you now is responding to the internal transformation you've already completed, and as this momentum continues building, it leads directly into a defining moment, a conversation, a decision, or an event that marks the next chapter of this connection, and Part 7 will reveal how to recognize that moment when it arrives and how to respond in a way that keeps alignment flowing, and when it happens, you won't feel confused, you'll feel ready. Stay right here. Don't drift away from this moment, because what you're approaching now carries turning point energy, and if you're still reading, it means your inner awareness is already aligning with what's about to shift, and this message is for you, especially if you've felt that quiet tension lately, not stress, but anticipation, like the air before a storm of change. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The turning point doesn't always announce itself with dramatic events, it often arrives softly, through a conversation that feels different, a look that lingers longer than usual, a message that carries sincerity instead of small talk, and the key is recognizing the emotional tone rather than the external form, because intention reveals itself through energy before it shows up through action. Keep listening, because this part matters. You may notice your soulmate becoming more open, sharing personal thoughts, revealing vulnerabilities, or expressing future-oriented ideas that weren't present before, and those expressions signal internal decisions being made. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Your role during this phase is not to perform or impress, but to show up authentically, responding with honesty, warmth, and emotional presence instead of fear-based reactions. Stay with me, because the universe is guiding you to meet this moment with grounded confidence. Not rushing forward out of excitement, not pulling back out of past hurt, but staying centered in self-respect and openness. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. This stage tests your ability to communicate clearly, expressing your needs without guilt, setting boundaries without hostility, and listening without assuming, and these skills shape how the connection grows from this point forward. Keep going, because the turning point often brings emotional vulnerability, moments where deeper feelings surface, where silence carries meaning, where honesty becomes necessary, and how you navigate these moments determines whether the bond strengthens or stalls. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may feel nervous energy when this happens, not fear, but anticipation mixed with excitement, and that sensation signals that something meaningful is unfolding. Stay present, because the universe is also encouraging you to trust your intuition during this phase. Those gut feelings guiding when to speak, when to pause, when to move forward, and when to give space, and that guidance helps you stay aligned with divine timing. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may also notice subtle confirmations appearing around you, seeing repeating sequences at key moments, hearing songs that mirror your situation, or experiencing synchronicities that reinforce what you're feeling internally, and these signs serve as gentle reassurance that alignment is active. Keep listening, because this stage also challenges your emotional maturity, asking you to respond thoughtfully instead of react impulsively, to choose understanding over defensiveness, and to approach connection with curiosity instead of assumption. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Another part of this turning point is learning how to balance closeness with independence, staying connected without losing yourself, maintaining personal identity while opening your heart to another person. And that balance is essential for healthy partnership. Stay here, because you may also feel drawn to step out of comfort zones during this phase, not in reckless ways, but in emotionally brave ways, speaking truths you once kept inside, allowing someone to see the real you, and trusting that vulnerability doesn't weaken you, it strengthens connection. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe is also watching how you handle uncertainty during this stage. Whether you remain grounded when things aren't fully defined, or fall into overthinking and fear-based behavior, and your ability to stay calm influences how smoothly the connection continues to unfold. Keep listening, because the turning point is not about perfection, it's about intention, choosing to move forward consciously rather than repeating old patterns unconsciously. And when you make that choice, the universe responds by opening the next door. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The moment you step into alignment with honesty, clarity, and emotional awareness, everything begins shifting more quickly. Stay present, because the next stage brings visible movement, actions that reflect intention, consistency that replaces uncertainty, and energy that confirms what's been building beneath the surface. And Part 8 will reveal how this outward shift shows up in real life. And when it happens, you'll recognize it immediately. Don't scroll. Stay anchored right here, because this is the phase where inner alignment begins showing itself in the physical world, and if you're still present, it means your awareness is ready to recognize the shift when it appears, and this message is meant for you, especially if you've noticed small but meaningful changes happening around your connection lately. Subtle movements that feel intentional rather than accidental. Pause for a second and breathe, because what's unfolding now is the universe translating energy into action, and that translation always starts quietly. You may notice your soulmate becoming more consistent with communication, reaching out without needing reminders, showing curiosity about your daily life, remembering details that matter to you. And those small efforts carry deeper meaning than grand gestures, because they signal reliability, not just attraction. Stay with me, because this part is important. Another sign of this outward shift is inclusion. They may begin introducing you to their world, talking about family, friends, routines, future plans, letting you see different sides of their life instead of keeping things separate. And that openness is a sign that emotional walls are coming down. Take this in, because your spirit has been preparing for this moment, and now the universe is confirming that preparation through visible behavior. You might also notice an increase in shared experiences, invitations to spend time together in real life settings, not just casual hangouts but moments that create memories, situations where you learn how each other handles stress, joy, responsibility, and everyday life, and these experiences build trust without forcing it. Keep your attention here, because this phase also brings emotional transparency, conversations becoming deeper, more honest, less guarded, where both of you feel safe expressing thoughts without fear of judgment. And that safety is a foundation for something lasting. Notice how the energy feels different, calmer, steadier, more grounded, not chaotic or uncertain. that's alignment settling into place. Another shift you may sense is mutual effort balancing out, no longer one-sided, no longer uneven, but shared energy flowing both ways, and when effort becomes mutual, connection grows naturally. Stay present. Because the universe is also aligning external circumstances to support this growth, schedules opening up, timing working in your favor, unexpected opportunities to be together appearing at just the right moment, and these synchronicities are signs that divine timing is active. You might even notice symbolic patterns appearing around you, repeating sequences when meaningful conversations happen, familiar songs playing during emotional moments, or random reminders of unity and partnership crossing your path. And these signs aren't decoration. They're confirmation that the shift you're feeling internally is now reflecting externally. Pause and let this settle, because this stage also invites you to remain grounded, not getting carried away by excitement or overwhelmed by expectation, but staying present, aware, and emotionally balanced. Stability attracts stability, and calm energy allows growth without pressure. You may also feel more comfortable being yourself around this person, laughing more freely, sharing silence without awkwardness, expressing your true personality without overthinking, and that comfort signals real compatibility, not just chemistry. Keep listening, because this phase also introduces practical conversations, discussions about values, goals, lifestyle preferences, and future direction, not heavy or forced, but natural exchanges that build understanding, and these conversations are how alignment becomes real-world structure. Another sign of manifestation is emotional support becoming visible, checking in on you when you're tired, encouraging you when you're unsure, celebrating your wins, and standing beside you during challenges. And that support reflects partnership energy forming. Stay here, because this stage also prepares you to handle conflict in healthier ways, learning to communicate instead of withdraw, to listen instead of assume, to solve instead of blame, and these skills strengthen the foundation. Notice how your reactions may be changing too, responding with more patience, choosing calm instead of impulsive emotion, approaching disagreements with maturity rather than defensiveness. And that growth is part of the alignment process. The universe isn't just bringing someone closer, it's shaping both of you into partners who can sustain connection. Another shift happening now is your sense of security increasing, feeling less anxious about where things are going, more trusting of the process, more comfortable allowing things to unfold naturally. And that trust removes resistance, allowing momentum to continue. Stay with me, because here's the deeper truth: manifestation doesn't always arrive as a dramatic moment. It often appears as a series of consistent actions, steady progress, and emotional reliability building over time. And when you look back, you'll realize this is the stage where everything started feeling real, grounded, and tangible. You may even feel gratitude rising inside you, appreciation for small moments, simple conversations, quiet connection. And that gratitude raises your energy, making alignment stronger. Keep your awareness open, because this phase isn't the final destination, it's the bridge between preparation and deeper commitment, and how you show up now matters. Staying authentic, emotionally present, and grounded allows the connection to continue evolving smoothly. The universe is watching your willingness to remain open without abandoning self-respect, to receive without fear, to participate without forcing outcomes. And when you hold that balance, the next shift happens naturally. Stay present, because the following stage brings an emotional deepening, where feelings become clearer, intentions become stronger, and direction becomes more defined. and Part 9 will reveal how to recognize when this deeper layer activates and what signs show that your soulmate is ready to move beyond observation and visible effort into emotional commitment. And when that happens, you won't have to question it. You'll feel it settle into your spirit like truth. Stay here. Don't drift away from this moment, because you're entering the phase where emotional depth begins anchoring itself into reality, and if you're still reading, it means your inner awareness is prepared to recognize what's unfolding beneath the surface, and this message is for you, especially if you felt a quiet seriousness settling into your connection lately, not heaviness, but meaning, like things are no longer casual, like something real is taking shape. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. This stage is marked by emotional clarity rising on both sides, feelings becoming easier to name, intentions becoming easier to sense, and uncertainty slowly fading into understanding. You may notice your soulmate becoming more expressive, sharing thoughts they once kept private, opening up about experiences that shaped them, revealing hopes about the future, and that vulnerability is not weakness. It's trust forming. Stay with me, because this part is important. You may also feel your own emotional honesty increasing, finding it easier to speak your truth, communicate needs calmly, and express affection without hesitation, and that openness strengthens the energetic bridge between you, creating emotional safety. Pause and feel this, because the universe doesn't rush this stage, it deepens it, allowing connection to grow roots instead of staying surface level. Another sign of this phase is shared emotional presence, conversations lasting longer, moments of silence. Feeling comfortable instead of awkward, eye contact carrying meaning instead of distraction, and these subtle signals reveal that emotional intimacy is developing. Keep listening, because this stage also brings mutual awareness of each other's value, appreciation becoming more visible, gratitude being expressed more often, recognition of effort instead of taking things for granted. And that appreciation builds stability. You may notice protective energy forming too, not control, but care. Checking in on each other's well-being, offering support during stress, showing concern when something feels off, and that protective instinct reflects partnership energy awakening. Stay present, because the universe is also strengthening emotional synchronization, moods aligning more easily, understanding coming without lengthy explanations, empathy increasing, and this harmony makes communication smoother. Another shift happening now is the way conflict is handled, instead of avoidance or escalation. There's more patience, more listening, more willingness to understand the other perspective, and that maturity is essential for long-term connection. Notice how your reactions may be changing as well, choosing thoughtful responses instead of impulsive reactions, pausing before speaking, reflecting before assuming, and that emotional intelligence is part of your preparation. Keep your awareness here, because this phase also involves deeper self-reflection, recognizing your own emotional patterns, understanding triggers, becoming more conscious of how your behavior affects others, and that awareness allows you to show up as a healthier partner. You may also sense a stronger desire for stability, not just in romance, but in life overall, organizing priorities, focusing on long-term goals, aligning daily habits with future vision. And that stability mindset prepares your life to integrate partnership energy naturally. Stay with me, because the universe is also aligning external signals during this phase, conversations around you shifting toward commitment themes, seeing reminders of unity, encountering moments that reflect partnership energy, and these external cues mirror what's happening internally. Another indicator of this stage is emotional courage strengthening, the ability to face uncomfortable conversations without shutting down, to express vulnerability without fear of judgment, and that courage deepens trust. Pause, and let this settle, because emotional commitment doesn't always arrive as a sudden declaration. It often develops through consistent presence, honesty, shared experience, and mutual growth. You may also feel a growing sense of peace regarding this connection, not anxiety about outcomes, but calm acceptance of the process, and that peace is a sign that alignment is stabilizing. Stay present, because this stage also teaches balance. Maintaining individuality while deepening connection, keeping personal goals alive while building shared vision, and that balance prevents unhealthy attachment. Notice how your sense of self remains intact even as closeness grows, and that stability allows love to expand without pressure. Keep listening, because the universe is also preparing both of you for responsibility, not burden, but emotional accountability, showing up when it matters, honoring commitments, being reliable. And that responsibility forms the backbone of lasting connection. Another shift happening is your relationship with patience, learning to allow growth instead of forcing progress, trusting timing instead of rushing outcomes, and that patience keeps alignment strong. Stay here, because this phase often brings a subtle knowing, a quiet certainty that something meaningful is developing, even without dramatic proof, and that inner knowing becomes stronger as emotional depth increases. Pause and breathe. Because you're not just witnessing a connection forming, you're participating in its foundation, through your choices, your communication, your presence, and your emotional awareness, and the universe is responding to that participation by opening the next door. Keep your attention here, because the next stage brings a defining movement, a moment where emotional commitment transitions into tangible direction, where intention becomes visible action, and Part 10 will reveal how that moment arrives, what it feels like when everything locks into place, and how to recognize when your soulmate is no longer watching quietly but stepping fully into your reality. And when it happens, you won't feel confused, you'll feel grounded, steady, and ready.